important basketball game for both of us. I mean, hard fought. I mean, what a physical game. Both teams really played hard, and you know, it's pretty much the last man standing down the stretch. Obviously, Cleveland State came out ready to go, and you know, to put us in that kind of deficit would show that, you know, they were obviously ready to go. But we hung in there and battled back, and we made our run ourselves and closed the half in fine fashion and went into the locker room, I felt like, with confidence. And our challenge was to come out the second half. When we've been on our game, we've been a strong second half team. And I thought we were able to maintain our consistency. I thought a big key was our ability the second half was to keep them in front of us and find the shooters on the perimeter.
Coach, can you talk about Keelan and Thomas was real huge for you when Cleveland State went out to that 15-2 run. Keelan ran out, I think, 7 straight points, and Kennedy got going. Could you talk about that?
You know what, Xavier, I think he's just, you know, I think he followed Cleveland State's run last year, and, you know, he set out, and, I mean, he played terrific at our place in the first meeting. And, you know, he came out and played with a great energy and great confidence today, which is good for him, and it helps our team. When he plays well and he plays with that kind of energy and confidence, it really helps our team. And obviously he was ready to go, and Eli's presence, his ability to stay in the game, defend their guards off the ball screen, because we were pretty much switching, was a big key, because we need him on the floor. He means a lot to our defense.
Did Xavier surprise you when you first saw him, how well his range shooting is for a big man, 6'7", 235?
You know what? It's something that he's really worked on, and he's a pretty confident player out there. I like for him to. We needed all those threes tonight. I like to have a little bit more balance, because I think he can be effective around the basket. But we haven't made 10 threes since the opening season against Western Michigan. We made 11, so he was a big part of that tonight, and we needed everyone, as I said.
Do you think y'all could dominate without Chase Simon getting into the groove?
You know what? In our first meeting, Chase impacted the game with his 11 rebounds in the first meeting, and he didn't score a lot. But with this team, when we're playing well, I've said a lot of guys can make a basket for us. And for most of the year, we've had 4 guys averaging double figures, and balance is a good indication that we're playing good basketball, and that's what we had tonight.
Talk about when you guys knew when all of a sudden press, and that really seemed to turn the tide, because Cleveland State struggled, making mistake after mistake when you guys went to the press. How do you know when you want to go and when it's not too early to move your guys out?
Well, I mean, it's something that I think we're at our best when we're aggressive, and that what we showed tonight. And we wanted to be aggressive, and the guys really did a good job of pushing ourselves, and we went into our bench and called on a lot of guys, maybe not long, but I like to get the guys off their feet for a few minutes and then see the flow of the game and get their breath and come back. And we got positive production when we did that. But I thought another key was our ball movement. Gary does a great job of mixing up his defenses and throwing the whole coaching book at you. And I thought our ball movement was really, really key. We were able to get the ball inside, get scores. We were able to kick it out, make the extra pass, and get rid of the shots, the type of shots that we can make. And then we continued to attack. Once we had numbers, we did a pretty good job of making good decisions at the break.
You missed 8 straight free throws, but never pitched. Have you had that problem?
You know what? It's been a problem for us all year long. I told the guys in our pregame talk that we had to. We're in this position because of our ability to defend and rebound, and I think we're one of the top defensive teams. In the country. At 350, I think we're definitely in the top 100. and that's a good sign. So our defense and rebounding has really held us together. But that's kind of been our Achilles heel. Missed free throws. We make free throws. We may have 4 or 5 more wins, but I thought the key was we got stops when we couldn't score.
You mentioned the defense being a lot better, obviously, when Eli's on the floor, and your team being better when you're more aggressive. How do you balance that with Eli with his foul trouble he's had this year, kind of wanting him to be aggressive, but also needing him on the floor?
Well, what the coaches and the coaches are great in this league. What they try to do, and the guard play is outstanding, is put him in a lot of ball screen situations, and so it's kind of tough to hide him unless we just play zone. And I think that's the strength of Cleveland State. So wanting to be careful and just letting them get their feet set, because they'll knock down 10, 11 threes. And but it's a credit to him. Just really working his feet, and it's tough. He wears, I think, 19 or size 20 shoe, so that's a big foot he's moving. But he did a nice job tonight.
Sometimes a little bit did you send a message to Chase, and then you sat him down and kept looking over, and every time you went to the bench, he's wanted to go in, and you never went to him until late in the game after the technical.
Yeah, well, Chase has had some outstanding games this year. He had a week in the middle of the season where he was Player of the Year, Rising Player of the Year back to back, and people are keen on him. He's a sophomore. This is really his first year playing, and he's still learning the game and the responsibility that he has to his teammates. And I think he'll continue to grow. He's been a good kid for us, and the key is how you come back after a situation like that. And I thought he came back and got his head in the game and helped his team to close out the game.